Welcome. Now let's wait for us. We should be going live in a second.
Yep.
All right, so we are live. Welcome to Longbox Diving, where we explore comics and story arcs pulled from the Longbox. So we had a couple things that we wanted to do today. We have some news, comic book news that kind of hit me this week that I like, and I think it was interesting. And then we had a nice comic call from this week, so we got some comics to go through. 50-cent bins, nothing really expensive, but I like them and I want to share them. So we are here to do that. Let's give it a minute for everybody to show up that might be showing up, and then we will get started. All right, so I am D, that is
E, J,
and we are Longbox Diving. And so we had a mission today for everybody to get news articles. Ethan.
No.
Jay?
Yes.
You got a news article?
Yes, I did.
All right, send it to me so I can share it on the screen.
Oh, come on.
Oh, so much work. All right. While he's doing that, and hopefully it's not something that I wanted to share, E here
It is.
you have something I want to share too?
No, he does.
And that's what I meant.
Yeah.
I hope it's something new. Otherwise, we're all going to be sharing the same thing, and
It's old news.
it's old news. Oh, it's old news. All right. So the first thing I wanted to share, what I found pretty interesting, and let me go ahead and get my phone muted so everybody does not have to hear that anymore. All right, so the first thing I wanted to share is this right here. Yeah, that's the stream. So Robert Venditti tweeted this out on the 16th, which, again, probably a little older news, honestly. But basically, he is going to be doing the main story in the Superman Giants. Now, I believe the Superman Giants are the ones that are going into the Walmart stores. You guys know specific? I think it's the ones going into the Walmart stores. And this is actually good news for me because I thought the ones in the Walmart store were actually ones specifically like old
No.
reprints.
No, they're newer ones.
So they're newer stories. I think are they 100-page ones, right? They're the big ones. I think
Yeah.
so. So that kind of excites me. Now, I'm not into marketing. I don't necessarily do that, but I really think this is a good step toward getting people back into comics. If you can put a 100-page Superman or Batman or something like that on the shelves in Walmart, I think you should probably do it as a newsprint with so it's not a great paper. It should be meant for kids, and it should be put on the shelf right there next to checkout. So as people are shopping, they can see these things, especially kids, and they're right on eye level. Mom's looking at the mom magazines, and the kids are looking at the lower ones. Hey, Rican, how you doing? That you're standing in line saying, "Hey, I want that comic. I want that comic. I want that comic." Mom's going to buy it, hand it to them. I think that'll help a lot. Bring kids back into comics, get them reading again. I taught these kids how to read off comics, and so that kind of excites me. Is Robert Venditti doing the giant size comic book series, so it's not just reprints, and it's a good writer on it, and him doing those stories. And if they can just put it in the checkout lanes or somewhere at eye level for kids, and they can see this stuff and want it, get it, and I think it needs to be I don't remember what the price is. Do you know what the price is, Jay, on these Giants?
Not off the top of my head.
$6.
If it's 100 pages, it should be around $3-4 for a mom grab it. Less than that'd be great, but I think that's really cool, and I think it's a good idea. So, did you send that to me?
I did. It's in your email.
All right, my email.
Yeah.
All right, let me pull that up while I. What do you say about this, Jay? You go ahead and talk about this while we're talking.
Yeah, just having more exposure to comics outside of comic book shops, because as it stands right now, like, comic book shops aren't necessarily like known to be kid friendly, right? That's not the first thing you think of. So having a place where you can get comics as a younger child, or maybe you're not into the comic book scene yet, and that's a good avenue to get there.
But I mean, I remember in the old days, you know, when I was a kid, comics was the kid thing. I mean, everybody I knew collected comics. Everybody had comics. Everybody was into comics. You know, comics was awesome. And, you know, I think that's lost a little bit. I think kids have gotten away from, they've gotten more to handheld stuff and things that right in front of their face. But if you get them young enough where you can look at the comic, they know who Superman is, they know who Batman is, they know who the Avengers are, they know who Captain America, you know, Black Panther, they know who these guys are. Get it in a newsprint, get it on the shelves in Walmart, put it down low where they can see it, they can ask mom for it. And if they they get a love for the medium now, and when they get older, they're going to be like me going into the comic book store buying, you know, $50, $60, $70 worth of comics every week. Don't tell the wife. But that's where it starts. Is I remember seeing it on the news shelves. It was at the bottom rack of the PX. It was down below. It was all the magazines were up above, and all the comics were down below, right where my eyes could see it. And I grabbed comics all the time off of that. And I think it's just that's cool. All right, Jay. Let's go to your story. You want to explain what this is?
All right. So if like me, you weren't at Comic-Con and you didn't get to see Marvel's panel, the news has broke that they released a trailer for the box set of the entire arc of every single comic movie since like Hulk all the way till now. And they're dubbing it the Infinity Saga, which I think is pretty cool. Just having that whole box set of let's get all the movies together. And yeah.
So they're going to box all the DVDs into one box and sell it as a set?
Yeah, and the rumor is it's going to be closer to director's cut, so you'll see more deleted features and stuff, but none of that's super confirmed. We just know it's coming. Is
it going to be downloadable? Or is it going to be just like Walmart? I gotta buy a box set of.
It's probably a box set.
I bet it's going to be expensive too.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean that's cool. I like that. Make it easy to get. What would be cool is if they actually sold this box set with the Infinity TV trade paperback.
Oh, that'd be cool.
And actually bundle that sucker together. You get the box set and you get the Infinity with Thanos' face right on the front of it. Infinity, and it's like. I don't know if it's exactly the same storyline, but
it's
that
pretty close. Yeah.
I actually would probably buy that. I wouldn't watch the movies again. I mean, they're okay, but once in a while. But I would read that comic book. That was a fantastic book. All right, so I have another story. This broke recently that James Tynion IV and Tony Daniels will be taking over Batman starting soon. I think. Tom King's on till issue 85, and then James Tynion is going to take over, and I think it's going to be great. He's been doing a really good job with JLA Justice League Odyssey. I don't know if anybody else is reading that. I know I am. I like that. I think he's going to do a good job on this. So what do you think? Do you like it?
I'm just distracted by the ads.
You stuck
They're
on
all
the ads.
over the place. Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is a Hollywood Reporter, but it's like. I got to get one of those blocking stuff. All right, so how do you feel about that new Batman writer?
I don't know them well enough to actually make a comment.
Thanks, Just Reekin. Thanks for joining us. I appreciate it, man. Have a good one. You don't know well enough. I mean, he's done a lot. He helped write Dark Knight Metal, the recent series with Snyder. He's done a lot of different stuff. I think he's doing Something's Killing the Children. I think he's involved in that too. Which, by the way, I just stopped at the comic store today, and that thing was like sold out. It's gone. I think I have to get it digitally, which is sad. It makes me sad. You?
Me?
Anything to include on that, man?
Depends on the way the new writers take Batman. If I'll read it or not.
I wonder which direction he's going to take it. He's kind of learned a lot working with Snyder in the sense of, Snyder did Batman Year One stuff, and it kind of took Batman back, and then the Court of Owls and stuff like that, which was, I liked it. I mean, it was. I enjoyed that. I actually went and bought the trade paperbacks of those. I actually enjoyed that a lot. So, and then Dark Knight Metal is really good. The Batman Who Laughs, and then he went on to the Justice League and doing Justice League Odyssey, and he's helping over with the actual main Justice League run and their whole Legion of Doom thing, it's been fantastic. I've enjoyed it a lot. So I'm kind of excited for it. It'd be nice to see it. It's been 85 issues with Tom King, and it's been fine. But it's nice to swap over every so often and get a new writer, get a new take on it. Kind of like Hill's taking over Batman and not taking over, doing Batman and the Outsiders, and I really enjoyed that. And I liked his run on Detective Comics as well. So it's good to see a new face in there in a sense of doing Batman. It's going to be interesting. And if you're not doing Batman, you might want to pick that up and just give it a chance, give it a shot. All right, and honestly, that's all the news we got. We didn't find, not a lot of stuff came out, but we'll keep our eyes out for more, and we'll bring it up in the next one. So now we're going to swap over to doing the comic haul that we picked up. We got a lot. I picked up a lot of comics today, or this week, and unfortunately, she doesn't know about it, but she's probably watching this, so she's going to see just how much comics I bought. But I still enjoyed it, and so I wanted to share them all. So these are in no particular order, and some of this is new stuff that I don't know anything really about. And if you do, just put a comment down, let me know. Hey, this was a good run, this wasn't good, or because I kind of just picked up stuff I don't have yet, or filling in some of the runs of stuff. So, or something I've read before. So first we got Exiles number 7. This dude can turn into anything. I don't even remember what his name is. Do you guys know what remember his name is?
No, it's not a run I've read.
And it's the first 5 pages have no word. Oh, no. It's no talking in this one at all. Huh. Exiles number 7. All right. They're literally look at.
There's 0 words.
Yeah, let me see it. I can get actually 2 pages. It's like that the whole comic. I didn't even open this thing. All right. So
I think we should have.
If you like comics that have just art and no talking, this may be for you. All right. Next.
Maybe.
JLA number 20. We got Miss. You guys know who that is?
Flash Gordon or no?
I forgot his name. But Mark Waid wrote this.
Do you know who it is?
I do. He's
It has no word bubbles either.
no, probably no word bubbles either. I know he's from another planet or dimension.
Hey, there's words.
Adam Strange. That's who it is. But yeah, Adam Strange. It looked, he's got a rocket pack on there. He's from either another dimension or another planet. But look at it. He's got the Justice League all in chains.
It's a Marvel version of Boba Fett.
Boba Fett. Nice. All right. Then we have Exiles. Another Exiles. This is issue 82.
Word bubble.
So I don't know if it has word bubbles in. I'm not going to open it.
I'll check. All
right.
If it's the entire run, or if it's just that one comic, we can.
And we picked up Astro City. Now I've actually liked Astro City. I don't have a lot of them, but the few I've actually picked up are really pretty good. It's more every issue may be a different character or different people in it, or it may cover a story arc over 2 or 3 issues, but it always covers something a little bit different. And it's about a city with a bunch of people that have superpowers. And it's just interesting. It's a different story every time. You got something new. A lot of good stuff going on. Busiak, and Alex Ross Alex Ross stuff is pretty good. I like his art. Then we have X-Force, a good old X-Force comic. I believe that is Boom Boom. I believe that is Boom Boom on the cover there. I don't know who's swinging with her. But the City of Lost Children.
Probably Lost Child.
Yeah, this is in pretty rough shape. But like I say, we like to rescue old comics from the bin of obscurity and bring them back. I can't heal it, but at least I can treasure it a little bit, give it some love. All right. So Marvel Super Action, The Avengers. This was from 1980, so number 24. Look at it's back when Toys R Us
existed.
still existed.
Yeah. Yes, it has words.
Word bubble. So Exiles is not a completely art
It's
book.
just that one.
All right. Then we got Outsiders, 1987. Outsiders number 23. And I look like I think that's Geoforce over here. Geoforce. It's like, and I think that's Captain Adam,
Starman.
Starman, and Elemental Guy, or something. I forgot his name too.
Elemental guy.
Elemental Guy. Now, honestly, I haven't read a lot of DC comics, and I'm just now starting to pick up DC comics. And I've started recently with the JLA and stuff like that because I knew who Superman, Batman was. I was a Marvel guy for years and years and years, and I've just started picking up more of the DC side of things. So I'm still learning who all these people are. But this looked fantastic. All right, another Exiles, and with a crossover apparently with the Uncanny X-Men. And this is issue 30, Austin's writing. All right, so this one caught my eye. East and West, 17. East-West, number 17. This is by Image Comics, and it's Hickman is doing the writing on it. Now, I've enjoyed the House of X, Powers of Up 10. And so I saw this, I'm like, you know what? And I like Schism, or not Schism, the Who Killed Utu, those storylines. So I've liked a lot of what Hickman's written, so I decided to go and get that and try it out. Exiles 52. Odds are 50-50 that it has word bubbles. All right, Thunderbolts. Number 9. I believe this is the third reboot of Thunderbolts, is where it is from. And I believe that is Songbird right there on the cover. And Beetle, I believe that would be Beetle with her. I don't know. But this is what I remember. Number 46. Fabian Nes. Got that right. Nessiza. Thunderbolts, one the original group, Songbird and Beetle, Moonstone, Hawkeye. This was a great run. I really enjoyed this series when it first came out. I collected them all, and for some reason, I don't have them anymore, and I don't know where they went. The Thunderbolts, that was really good. Generation Next, number 2. Yeah. I'm not sure who wrote that one. And we got Generation X, number 17. I just finished Gotham City Monsters, and that was actually a pretty good thing. I think I'm going to grab most of the run on that. And I did a review on it. You can see it in the video list. But this had like the werewolf, Frankenstein's monster, the mummy. So this looked interesting to me. And of course, I'm also an X-Men guy. I've been an X-Men guy for a long time. Right?
Yeah.
They're not specifically. He likes some of them, but I don't know about Hakuna Matata back there. All right. Is that really? You're wearing a Hakuna Matata shirt?
Yep.
For the rest of you. All right. So Generation X. Not anymore. It was less than 4 seconds. Number 29.
You said the words.
I can say words. I can say a lot of words.
Can't say the words.
The word Hakuna Matata is not copyrighted.
I am sure they have it trademarked.
They may try that. It's a language. All right. So I'm not claiming it. I'm not writing anything under it. I'm not selling shirts with it on it. All right. Number 29, Generation X.
You're not even profiting off of it.
I'm not even profiting off of it. Operation Zero Tolerance. Another Generation X. Issue 14. So we got Bishop on there. Implate. Now, Implate. That dude was creepy. I don't know if anybody else read this series, but Implate was one creepy dude.
What'd he do?
He sucked, like, he fed off mutants. He was a mutant that fed off mutants. And he had like hands or mouths in his hands. I don't remember if he got more powerful. And then there is his sister is M. St. McCroy. I believe that's what her name is. And she also is Penance. And she's one of the House of X characters now. And this guy just showed up on Krakoa. So a mutant that feeds on mutants has just landed on the island full of mutants.
Nothing can go wrong.
Does anybody else see a problem with that? If somebody starts turning up with bite marks.
History.
All right. So Generation X, number 10. And that Omega Red. You guys know who Omega Red is?
Nope. Yeah, actually, yes, I do. Yes, I do. X-Men villain.
X-Men villain. Very good. All right, so another Generation X, number 38. There's Penance. That's what I was talking. There's Penance right there. And another Generation X, number 15.
Yeah, you had like none of these.
This guy, I don't remember his name. I don't remember his name now. Sync. This guy was cool. He could, as long as he was in proximity of somebody, he could sync and actually use their powers better than they could. And he could sync with, I believe he could sync with multiple people at multiple times and use their powers at the utmost of what their powers are able to do. He was even at some point able to use his abilities to look for the closest mutant and what mutant he was looking for and actually use it as a tracker.
Can you imagine if he had Rogue's powers, like amplified?
Yeah, he could sync Rogue's powers. Think of that. All right. Another Generation X, number 34. Generation X was the turn of the White Queen into somebody that a redemption. Huh? She always liked to teach kids. Supergirl and the Legion of Superheroes, number 23, with Mark Waid Kitson. I have not read any of these. I've read some of the Legion of Superheroes. I like that stuff. And so here's some. I read Generation X a long time ago. New comic book normie. And I did like it. It got weird sometimes. It got really good when the Phalanx showed up, and with Sync and Skin and et cetera. That got kind of pretty good. And then it kind of went with Empath. And then it kind of went crazy again. But I haven't read past issue 60 in a long time. And actually, I haven't read these in a long time. But these are another set that I actually lost. So it's not bad at all. But I grab them because I want to reread them. And again, this was like years ago. So I'm going off memory there.
Yeah, and nostalgia could be affecting it, like Extreme X-Men.
Yeah, I was very nostalgic about Extreme X-Men, and I did a review, and I realized that it sucked. But it actually is. To me, Generation X was a lot better with John and Penance and Sam McCroy and M and the White Queen and Banshee helped come in. It was actually, to me, I liked it. I enjoyed it a lot. So probably pick it up. Thanks for the question, Comic Normie. All right, so next, Justice League Europe, issue 11. Now, this is again one of these comics that I haven't collected a lot of Justice League Europe, but this was the Russian guy in it's like the Russian's version of Iron Man in DC Comics. Of course, Guy Gardner and Booster Gold over here.
Oh boy, that's a team combo.
Yeah, wait, that may actually be Animal Man. I don't know. I have to read it. Mephisto. That's who they are. I don't know all their names. Yeah, definitely. If you see a couple consecutive issues, especially, I know what the lower runs were like. So yeah, grab a couple, give it a read. Yeah, let me know what you think, and I will let you know as I read them what I think, because I'm just going off what I remember. It's been a while. Another Justice League Europe, issue number 9 from 1989. A robotic Superman. I think that's Power Girl. And we got a bunch of people in the background. Look like they're observing a surgery. Don't know what's going on there, but I'm interested. All right, so got another Generation X. Number 7.
There's a lot going on in that cover.
There is a lot going on in this cover, and honestly, from what I understand, they're building a treehouse for Morlocks. That's what it looks like to me. That Skin and that Sync, and they're building a treehouse for the Morlocks, the 2 kids down below, and I think one of them can actually cancel out mutant powers. I think that was his mutant ability, is actually can't cancel other mutants' abilities. So it's one of those. Hey,
What if there was 2?
I don't know. Generation X, number 21. If you like Howard the Duck, there he is. There he is. And it was funny because I just posted an image recently where it was in Fantastic Four, and Stan Lee was doing a cameo, and they actually had Howard Duck on the wall. And he's like, Marvel Comics will not do silly characters. And I thought it was hilarious. All right. JSA number 18. That we got Our Man there. And they look like they're battling Bane. So that looks interesting to me. Here's another East-West. Again, a Hickman. I can only find 2, 13 and 17. They looked really kind of interesting to me. And there looks like there's a ghost cowboy. Does that look like a ghost cowboy to anybody else? So I don't know what's going on, but I have to start issue 13 in, which is kind of a bummer. But I may have to get up the digital trade paperback on that one.
Well,
trust me, we are not even we're not even a fourth way through the box. We're gonna be here a while. All right, so Justice League of America number 106. Look at that. That actually looked really cool to me. The whole cover. It's really busy. It's another kind of busy cover, but we've got Blue Beetle in the background there, and I don't know who a lot of these other. Oh, that's like Deadshot. I don't know who a lot of the other characters are, but it looked great. So, New Warriors number 66. This is one of also my all-time favorite teams. I remember when they first came out in Thor, first appearance. I had that. I don't know if I still do. I have to look for it. I had that first appearance, first cameo, first appearance, and then I had the whole run. I lost a lot of stuff. I don't know where my stuff went. I think
some of it.
Yeah, well, my brother did steal a lot of my comics. All right, Captain Adam, issue 21. Now, I haven't really read any of these. I know who he is, mostly because of cartoons where I first really saw him. But then I saw him in some of the other books. It looks interesting. From 1988. All right, so we have another Exiles. Issue 49. This is the Impossible Man here. And that is the dude that doesn't talk. We had no word bubbles. Well, word bubbles in here, so we're good. All right. Wolverine, number 19.
Oh, that's cool.
Versus Tiger Shark. Look at that. That looks fantastic. All right. Who did the cover on that? Oh, that looks fun. First page opens up pretty interesting, too. All right. So Archie Goodwin was the writer. John Byrne. Byron. How do you pronounce that?
Byron.
I totally butchered names, and I am
Brian.
sorry. But yeah, I know that guy. That's a great. All right. Now, New Warriors number 44, and you see it. Namorita. That looks like an actual photograph of somebody. All right, Generation X number 55, Barbara Dodson. This looks like the Hellions are back. Thunderbolts 162.
Oh, it advertises the Captain America movie.
Captain America First Avenger.
Well,
I'm excited for that one.
Don't miss
out.
it. All right. Generation X number 54. Yeah. All right, so one of my favorite duos, Hawk and Dove, and this is not the original series. I remember the brothers, but Hawk and Dove number 10. I always liked Hawk and Dove, and it's interesting. They're in the Titans show on was the Warner Brothers DCU and but Hawk and Dove was in the Titan. That was actually I think they did a pretty good job with the Hawk and Dove characters. New Mutants number 16. That looks like an interesting cover to me. We got a dude in irons, and then you got some 4-star general with green braid general.
looks like a Thanos, just human.
Human Thanos, yeah. He's got that jaw. Hawk and Dove number 24. Yeah. And Hawk and Dove number 11. Hawk is always getting himself beat up, so that doesn't surprise me. Justice League Europe number 23. The Crimson Fox. I guess that's who that is on the cover. I don't know. All right. Jay, would you take these and set those off to the side real quick? Yeah. What do we got here?
So a couple
All right, so Justice League Europe number 41. We got Green Lantern there. I keep the Elemental dude, Aquaman. I keep forgetting his name. The Flash.
Dude.
The Elemental dude. He starts with an M. Does anybody know? What's his name?
Him, yeah, the purple orange. What was his name?
Matanzas.
Not Wonder Woman shows up.
It's not Clayface. Clayface is Batman, but he starts with him.
We are
Element Man.
terrible.
Monkey Man. No.
I forgot.
Matter Man.
Well, no, it's like Mafia or something like that. We'll figure it out.
Festo.
All right, start. He's on the called the Incredible or the Terrifics right now with Plastic Man and Mr. Terrific. So you should be able to see him in that and see what his name is. Justice League Europe number 37. Gerard Jones, Ron Randall. Look at her bell bottoms. Does anybody else remember that? Oh, maybe it's not bell bottoms. Maybe she just got sucked into the ground like the rest of them.
Metamorpho.
Metamorpho, but it looks like bell bottoms to me. All right.
It's like a cloth version of the group.
Justice League Europe number 27. Justice League Europe number 28. This reminds me of a teenager's bedroom with they've got a bunch of stars on the ground. If you have teenagers, you know what I'm talking about. All right, Midnighter number 4 in Russia with Grayson. I like Midnighter. I think he may actually give Batman a run for his money, and I would really, really like to see that fight. And I don't know if it's ever happened, but if you know or heard of a Batman Midnighter fight, let me know. I'd like to get that because I think he's fantastic. Now, the Eternals, number 9. Now that they're coming up with the new Eternals movie, I saw this in the box. I'm like, yeah, I better grab that. I'll read it, and then I might sell it if it's worth any money. I don't know if it will be, but FF number 18. This is a Hickman. We got Legion of Superheroes. The Tales of the Legion of Superheroes. Dawnstar looks like she killed somebody. Now, she had a pretty cool power. She had the ability to track somebody across the universe. It's pretty cool stuff.
That's useful.
It's very useful when you're part of a team of police. Teen Titans number 8. Nightwing is looking crazy.
Cuckoo. Especially that hair.
He's looking kind of evil there. I don't even know if that's Nightwing. He's dressed kind of like Nightwing. By Wolfman and Jimenez. So you know the art here is going to be really good. All right. The New Titans, number 90. New Titans, number 90. That's a cool looking cover to me. Something is going to knock them out of a building.
Something.
Extreme X-Men, number 33, Claremont. Again, nostalgia. I got it for nostalgia's sake. And to maybe complete my run. The Authority, number 22.
I'm going to step up for a second.
The Authority, number 22. I like The Authority. I think it was a pretty good series. It's got Grifter in it. Apollo Midnighter is normally associated with the Authority as well. Squadron Supreme. There's Power Princess. Let her throw that tank. I think she actually threw that tank.
Hulk style, yeah.
Yeah. Straczynski. I remember when he did the Spider-Man run. That was a good run of Spider-Man as well. Supreme Power, number 2. He is the Supreme Powers version of Green Lantern. He's the Prism Light guy. I don't remember his name. Supreme Power number 15. Now, these are the Max series. This is not for children. Number 16. Supreme Power number 16. All right. Ultimate X-Men number 77, Cable Part 3. Cable, that's not how you hold a gun. There's a Robert Kirkman. Yeah, that should be good. JLA number 124. JLA number 124. I don't know what's going on here, but Batman looks like he's about to save it. What is that, Vixen? Oh, and Green Arrow's in there. Don't forget Green Arrow. That looks cool. JLA number 78. We got all these superheroes coming straight at us. That's very cool looking. JLA number 121. Black Canary and Green Arrow. I don't know if they're fighting, but it looks cool. Young Justice number 9. I always kind of like Young Justice. Impulse, Superboy, Robin. I think it was a pretty good series. And I thought that was nice. Hey, Glitter, how you doing? New Warriors number 34. Look at that. Spider-Man's with them. Darkhawk. And this New Warriors was fantastic. I don't know if you guys have ever collected New Warriors. I've really enjoyed that. Squadron Supreme number 11 from 1986. Good stuff. All right. Generation X number 30. Yeah, Glitter, we went out and decided to just, we've been buying comics all week, and I went out today and I'm just going to grab some from the dollar bins, and we went down to the bin store and got a ton of, I spent more than I should probably, but we got a bunch of comics. I'm like, hey, we're having a stream tonight. We're going to talk about some news, and I don't think we have a lot of news, so let's just show off some comics that we picked up, and maybe somebody other than us will enjoy it, because I know I do. Even if it's just us, we enjoy comic books, and like we said before, rescuing comics from the bin of obscurity, right? That's what we like to do, and then we show them off. Hey, this is cool stuff. We talk about it a little bit. Man, Marvel Boy, New Warriors number 26, Vance Astrovic in handcuffs. I always liked him as a character. Him and her, she was microwaving herself to death, and every time he used his powers, he was killing himself with his brain. It was interesting stuff. I think they had a good story arc as a character. Brightest Day, Black Lantern Firestorm. Now, that interests me because Black Lanterns were basically death, right? Life was white and black was death. And Firestorm as a death lantern?
A death light.
Oh, jeez. Then some of these panels in here. Here, do something real quick. Can you see that? That looks crazy. That's crazy. All right. Authority.
The Authority.
The Authority Revolution with Ed Brubaker. Number 2. Yeah. The Authority, number 24. That guy looks creepy too.
Looks like
The Authority, number 22. We've got Mark Millar and Frank Quitely. He's a very, very distinctive style. I remember when he took over on New X-Men, it was very, very distinct. That's where Kid Omega came from and others. And he always did them very, very distinctly. And I think that's John. You got Midnighters knocked out. Everybody's knocked out. That looks fantastic. All right, so we got The Authority. Number 4, Grant Morrison. Good stuff. All right, here. You set these. I think.
change places with them.
All right, don't let it fall over.
Nah, we should be good.
All right, let me.
The final words of
empty this
everyone.
stuff out. And let's see. I think this might be tall enough by the time I get all this out of the box here that you might be able to see it sitting in front of me. Almost.
It's right there.
All right. Here, take that. You can start putting those things in. We had a Doctor Strange in there. Hold that out. Don't put that away. All right. Superman, the Man of Steel, number 32. With Bizarro there. So, of course, everything's got to be written backwards. Louis Simonson. I like her stuff. So and Bogdanovich. Oh no, Bogdanov. And so this looks really good. A little worse for wear, but all right. Justice League of America, number 26. So we got Vixen and Red Arrow and Impulse all there on the cover. Donna Troy. I don't know who this dude is. Is that supposed to be Batman? Does anybody know? Is that supposed to be Batman? It looks like he's got a bat something on his, but he's holding guns. I don't know who that is. Interesting to me. I got to figure out who that is. All right. The Legion of Superheroes, number 75 from 1983. I know some of us were just young children and maybe remember this on the shelf. Adventures of the Outsiders, number 35. There's Geoforce. Black Lightning on the cover. Look at that. Look at that Black Lightning right there.
Found it.
Legion of Superheroes, number 328. Tales of the Legion of Superheroes. 328. Generation X, number 3. You have M versus Penance. Legion of Superheroes, number 299. 2 invisible kids are deader than one. What a great tagline. 2 invisible kids are deader than one. You are right. Let him think about it for a minute. Captain Atom, number 19 from 1988. And that, I mean, it's amazing to me, but if you look at it, it's like $1. X-Force, number 20. Again, a little worse for wear, but it fills in a hole. We got Shatterstar, Cannonball, Fighting Nick Fury, Richter's on there, Sunspot.
On the back, it says brain transplant for $40. Yeah. Might take them up on their offer.
I would too.
Mine's not working that well.
No, it's not. New Warriors, number 163. Now, I believe this is Marvel Comic Presents. New Warriors, number 163. We got Speedball there. Now, he was always an interesting character to me. You know, the kinetic bouncing around powers. I wish he had been developed a little bit more, other than turning him into Penance, or I think he got turned into a Penance. And he exploded in the whole Civil War thing. I think he was better than that. All right. New Warriors, number 65, I believe, because I can't see it very well. A little dark. New Warriors. We have Nita's back. Normita is back. So let's see if I can get us some light on this Joker. And turn that a little bit. Somebody was messing with my studio today. You know who you are.
Wasn't me.
All right, so we got a little bit more light. All right, Hawkman, number 2. Hawkman, number 2. From 1986. Hawkman, number 3. 1986.
But we don't have one, do we?
I did not get one. I haven't read a lot of Hawkman. Again, like I said, I was mostly a Marvel guy for years, so I didn't get a lot of the DC stuff. So I don't even know if this is any good. I know it's a comic book, and Hawkman's cool. I like him. I like
50
him.
cents.
They just brought it back in the Justice League, or Justice League, and he's back with the JSA, which they should be bringing back because of Doomsday Clock. I was like, and then they did the Hawkman series here recently, and I think they're still running. I figured, hey, grab some Hawkman number 6. See what I think, because I like to form my own opinions on comics and whether I like them or not. So Justice League Europe number 9. And the problem is, it's a duplicate. He had one job. That's all right. So we got a duplicate. You know, if anybody needs this for their collection, let me know.
I didn't catch it.
Send me a comment. New comic, Norman, you like the current Hawkman? I read a couple issues of it, but I've always been a team guy, so I have a hard time getting into a book that was just a solo character.
X-Man.
X-Men, Avengers, JLA, Justice Society, that kind of stuff. So I really have to, it really has to catch me, and it didn't. But I've heard good things about it. So I know people out there probably like it, and it's got to be pretty good. Otherwise, it wouldn't be holding down the sales it is. So, hey, JLA number 4, Morrison and Porter. Again, I like these covers where we got the Justice League coming at us. We got Kyle Rayner. We got Aquaman, Batman, Wonder Woman, John, Flash, Superman. All right. So New Warriors number 39. This one came with a warning label. Contents of this issue may be considered thought-provoking.
Oh, no.
But no brain transplant on the back. So now we come into one of the only things I actually ever liked as a solo is Quasar. But he interacted with like everybody all the time. All right, Quasar number 60. Quasar number 24. And these are just filling out my runs, but I mean, we got Thanos on the cover here, a Sentinel. We got Galactus. I mean, that's cool stuff. I don't know who this dude is, but I think that he has the bands on. So that's going to be interesting. Quasar 56. And he looks like he has Icarius and the Captain Marvel right there trapped. And that looks cool. All right. Quasar number 54. Hyperion versus the Gladiator. I got to see how that ends because he is basically, as long as he has confidence in himself, he can't be beaten. And he's Superman.
Okay. Just have a high self-esteem.
He has to have a high self-esteem. He thinks he's the best. Now, Quasar 51. And all you got to do is convince him that maybe there might be a doubt. And that's how Cannonball did it in the X-Men comic.
Are you sure?
He's like, that's impossible. And then he started to doubt, and boom. All right, so Fantastic Four, that's a very
weird,
jarring. Number 370. Infinity War crossover. We got Galactus, Wolverine, Hulk. And we got the Power of the Atom number 2. Power of the Atom number 2. Again, I haven't collected a lot of Atom comics. There's Captain Atom and there's Atom. And I believe they're two different people. Captain Atom has more of the nuclear power, where Atom can shrink. X-Men Avengers number 11. I think I got that for my daughter. If you're watching, I may have gotten you a comic.
Maybe.
She'll find out. Superman Action Comics 652. Action Comics 652. Superman. All right. Then this one is a little worse for wear, but I love X-Men and I don't have it. So Uncanny X-Men 162. I mean, I got it for like a quarter, so I can't complain. Uncanny X-Men 162. I think you got this one right. Advanced Dungeons and Dragons number 6.
I was curious.
Yeah. Midnighter number 12. Now, apparently this is I believe that's Steve Orlando. Steve Orlando is doing the Gotham City Monsters right now. I don't remember his name being attached to any book. And I saw it here. I like Midnighter, so I figured, hey, should be good. Maybe it's good. We'll give it a try. Give it a shot. So Midnighter number 15. Midnighter number 15. Convergence to Crime Syndicate. Now, this kind of struck me. One, Crime Syndicate, because we just finished on our channel a couple weeks ago, DC's Trinity of Sin, which the end of that story, the Crime Syndicate comes in. I don't know if they came before, but if they've ever been in the comics before, that was the first. I don't think it was the first appearance, but the Crime Syndicate shows up. So here's the Crime Syndicate number 2. Now, this is the Convergence Crime Syndicate, and if you look, these guys out in the background, if you're reading the current Justice League, you'll recognize them. I didn't know they were in comics before. I thought it was just they drew them and put them in there. But apparently they are really part of They've been there for a while. Since at least 2015. So I want to read that. Get a little backstory on these people that are popping up in all these other comics. Exiles, number 76. Exiles, number 76. And then we got Exiles, number 13. Wynick. I think he was the guy that originally started with McCone.
Oh, no.
All right. Then we got Justice Society, number 2 from 1985. We got the Spectre on the front. We got the original Green Lantern. You see Dr. Fate. You've seen Wonder Woman. Look at all those people. Atom Smasher. I think it's Atom Smasher. Anybody knows? Let me know. That looks good. All right. Power of the Atom, number 8. Hawkman does not look good. Hawkman has got some issues. And hopefully Adam can help him out. All right, so we got New Guardians, number 11. Now, I haven't read New Guardians. I don't know who they are. But that looks like a little bit. No, I don't know who that is. I don't know who these are. So, the New Guardians, number 11 from 1989. I don't know who these people are. I haven't seen this comic before. So I grabbed it. I'll read it. See what it's about. JSA All-Stars, number 7. He also does not look too healthy. Hey, he's back and sitting right behind. All right, so Metal Man, number 4 from the 1994. And Jurgens, Metal Man.
See, the less you have to see my face, that's probably the better.
The less we see your face, the better off we are. I agree.
Brought to you by.
Yeah, in the last video, he forgot to do his ba-da-da. And so in my video that's coming out Monday, I actually added it in for him. Just because I didn't want him to feel bad. Justice League Europe, number 16. That dude's face looks kind of weird. It looks like he's very reflective, and the Justice League is all shiny on the ground, and he's got a creepy smile. All right. Justice League Europe, number 10. And that's Captain Atom versus Atom. Okay. Justice League of America, number 250 from May 1986. Let me see. Yeah, it's sad. It wasn't taken care of. But I'm not sure who wrote it. But I was looking through it earlier, and the art and the it's got a nice ending too. So I don't know who wrote this. I'll have to look it up and let you guys know later. But there you go. Justice League of America, Green Lantern, Green Arrow, Superman, Batman. That's good stuff. Anniversary issue number 250. All right. Then we got Generation X, number 24. The Women of Generation X. We got M. This is Jubilation. I'm not sure. I think that's Husk down there with the White Queen. All right. Generation X, number 12. Generation X, number 12. The Return of Gen X's Deadliest Foe. All right, Legion of Superheroes, number 60. Captain Atom, number 7. We are getting there. We're almost halfway through this last stack. I know it's a lot, but I love this stuff. I love comics. Love sharing it. So thanks for sticking around with us as I just flashed comics in the screen. Again, if you have any questions, let me know. If you want me to open one of these and show you something inside, let me know. I don't mind. Captain Atom number 34.
What is going on?
Yeah, that doesn't look very heroic. I don't know why he's trying to drown the dude. But we're going to find out. All right.
No, he's just testing his water breathing abilities.
You can breathe underwater. Let's see. Justice League number 29. Justice League America number 29. This
Yeah.
reminds me of the Where's Waldo, the old Where's Waldo stuff. Where's Blue Beetle? Is he surrounded by just women? He is. I won't say anything about that. JSA number 82. JSA number 82. JLA number 91.
Brace yourself.
Apparently, that monkey is really bad. Everybody looks like they're scared of it.
Or angry.
I don't know why. We'll find out. X-Men Classic number 68. The Birth of Binary. Now, I really wish I had the original, not just the X-Men Classic, but the actual X-Men of this. But I always like Binary better than the Captain Marvel. I like Binary better. Classic X-Men number 6. So we got Banshee up there, Jean Grey, a bunch of what are they called, Jay? What are they called?
Wait, what?
Sentinels. Wolverine. That looks fantastic. All right. X-Men, and so Wolverine and the X-Men number 2, the Regenesis. It's got Aaron and Bosco. I always liked his art. Very, very stylistic. Kind of like John Romita stylistic, but it's more of an anime-ish. To me, it's more anime-ish. It's really very cool. Everybody's like stocky, like, you know. Ultimate Fantastic Four number 58. It looks like Sue Storm is fading out of his existence. Looks cool. Fantastic Four number 57.
And these are just a bunch of stuff you've been missing.
And stuff I've been missing in my run. Fantastic Four number 56. Fantastic Four number 50 is all Ultimate Fantastic Four number 50. That's a cool looking cover to me too. Thing looks mean. I don't know if you can see that well. It's kind of dark. He looks mean. And I like the way Johnny Storm looks. All right. Fantastic Four number 11. Warren Ellis. That Warren Ellis and Stuart Ominon. I really butcher names. Sorry if I did. Fantastic Four number 9. Fantastic Four number 7. Supreme Power number 17. Supreme Power number 17. I remember reading some of that when it first came out. That was really, I really enjoyed it. The Authority number 8. Grant Morrison. There's Apollo. I don't know who could do that to Apollo. That dude's got to be kick butt. Exiles number 32. Look like we're going up against a Wendigo.
Like Sasquatch or something.
I think it's a Wendigo.
A Yeti.
A Snow Yeti Ninja. I don't know if anybody has been watching the Daredevil. We do find out Monday who the Snow Yeti Ninjas are.
Stay tuned.
Yeah, tune in. Monday. That video will be dropping. All right. Exiles, number 24. That Vision. And I think that's the new version of Angel, and that may be Gambit.
That looks like it.
Probably.
There's one. And then Exiles, number 100. The Giant Size, written by Claremont. Look at that. Blink. I'm not sure who's with her on the cover there.
Don't blink.
That looks good. All right. Frankenstein, Agent of Shade, number 8, Jeff Lemire. Now, I was just wondering when I was doing the Gotham City Monsters if Frankenstein had his own comic. I go to the comic store and I find this.
And now you know.
Apparently he did, and there is a reason I don't understand some of the dialogue in there. It's because apparently there's a lot of history that I just don't know about. So Thunderbolts number 15. This is like the original team. We got Atlas, Jolt, Moonstone, Man, this was a great run. Thunderbolts number 18. Jolt, the only actual hero in the group, doesn't look too happy. Mark Bagley, great. I love his art when he did Ultimate Spider-Man, and then on this was great. Kurt Busiek. All right, so I don't know about this one. It's Ed Brubaker, Fatal. It depends on how you want how they pronounce it. Image.
Fatally.
I haven't read this, so
Fatally.
Fatally. It's number 16. So I don't know what the story's about. If anybody does, comment below. Let me know. I got number 16. I don't know if that. I'm gonna miss a lot of the story, but hey. The Punisher number 14. Part of Total Extinction. I don't have a lot of Punisher, so I'm not sure why I picked it up.
Fat ale.
It fell into the box, and I paid 50 cents for it. All right. Generation X, number 28. Not a fan of that cover. I hope something better than that happens.
You know all about the
Either they're all on LSD,
yeah.
and they're at a party.
One kid's eyes are super big.
I don't know. Are they doing drugs now at the school? So Scott Lobdell and Chris Botchlow. The whole motif is like a Gilligan Island thing. It looks very weird, but probably gonna be fun. All right, so Legion of Superheroes number 43 from 1988. She looks like she's pretty strong. New Mutants, Dan Abnett, number 42. Looks like it has Kid Loki on the cover. I don't know why Kid Loki is on the cover. It looks like there's like not Paul Bunyan or Daniel Boone's also on the cover.
Johnny Appleseed.
This was a fantastic. The guy actually handed it over to me. New Mutants number 2. He had already had a copy, and he had a duplicate, so he handed it over to me, and I'm like, "Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I don't have this one."
Bunch of Sundays.
Yeah, look at that.
It's creepy.
You got Sunspot. You got Cannonball, and it looks like it's Karma down there. And then Rain is in the hands of the Sentinels. Look at that. That looks great. All right, so then we got new X-Men number 10. Again, I'm not
Academy X.
I don't know why I bought that.
Is there no dialogue either?
Because I like X-Men. All right, check it out.
Oh no. You're going the wrong way.
You asked the question.
I know.
All right, so now we have Grifter number 13. Grifter number 13. Grifter I like Wildcats, so I saw this one. Yeah, let's try it. Read it. Outsiders number 3. Outsiders number 3. Eradicated.
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 I thought I said it irradiated. Eradicated. Apparently I can't read. Good thing I like comics, right?
Especially when there's no word bubbles.
There's no word bubbles. Well, it's all red. It's hard for me. I'm getting old. All right, so Outsiders number 12. Outsiders number 12. That looks like Katana, Geoforce. That looked really cool to me. Now, we got Barr and Pelletier. So Mike Pelletier did cheese because they did it in a pizza motif. So I'm assuming that Mike Barr did the crust, which is the writing, and Paul Pelletier did the cheese, which is the art, and Robert Campanella did the tomato sauce, which is the inking or coloring.
Wait, wouldn't cheese go on last? So shouldn't cheese be the coloring?
They did it. I don't know.
They just have cheese and then sauce.
I like pizza. I don't make pizza. All right, so Night Thrasher number 5. I always kind of like the idea of Night Thrasher. A skateboard skateboard, a screen mistake carrying ninja.
So
Another bit of comic
Ninja Turtle.
What's that?
Another bit of comic news. Apparently, for Batman Day, Fortnite's teamed up with Batman.
When Batman Day was
Yeah.
yesterday. So, they had a Batman in Fortnite, or they're going to put Batman
They're
in
going
Fortnite?
to put Batman in Fortnite.
So they're going to have, hey, aloha, Bianca fights the zombies. Welcome. So Batman's going to be, so it's just going to be a skin. Are they going to sell it at Fortnite?
It might be a whole event thing. That's what it was looking like.
I don't know if anybody plays Fortnite, but I guess they're teaming up to do a Batman thing in Fortnite. All right.
Who's the bad guy?
Are you excited? Are you excited about that, Jay?
No.
Just a bunch of.
How about you? Are you excited about Batman being in Fortnite?
Don't care.
My nephew will be. If his dad lets him play Xbox. New Titans, number 105. Is that Arsenal on the cover?
Maybe.
Can't tell. Hey, on comics, what's going on? Yeah, we're just reviewing our latest comic haul. I don't know. I bought about 150 comics today, and we're almost through them all. But we like comics, so we're excited to share them with everybody. Again, if anybody saw something they want me to go back to, or open up, or talk about the writer, or maybe you can answer my questions because I don't know a lot about the DC side of things. Let me know. All right, but
Just ask if we have it. Probably do.
maybe somewhere in the boxes. But yeah,
70.
Welcome, Ash. I appreciate you joining us. So you came just in time to see the last comic. But the good news is I've got another stack over here I can go through. So if you want to stick around for a minute. All right, so Titans, number 31. That I don't think it's Songbird.
I would doubt.
I don't know who that is. True, better late than never. And we appreciate it. All right, here, take this. Here. Well, Jay got one.
It's upside down. Put them all upside
down. Doctor Strange, Sorcerer Supreme. And this is issue 76. So,
don't know what's going on with Doctor Strange in that, because that's a completely different version. But
doesn't he look a lot cooler this way?
yeah,
no, he looks like
I think he looks a lot cooler.
I still prefer the mystical stuff, but like that look is very, I don't know, 90s
strange.
Cool.
I don't know who wrote this. Who did this? I see that's very old school.
Yeah, that's the Doctor Strange.
That's very old school, and I like that too. It is an edgy look. David Quinn and art by Peter Gross. So yeah, that is a
Dr. Edgelord.
He's even wearing a leotard now underneath his cloak. When the cloak flies off, yeah, Dr. Edgelord. Up here. All right, so
it's like a giant one piece.
a giant one piece. A romper for the Sorcerer Supreme. All right, so this I didn't pick up today, but we did pick these up.
We'll just put these down.
Yeah, go ahead and put those down. So we got Daredevil number 49. We picked these up I think it was this week.
It's
but Daredevil number 49, Man Without Fear. I've been reading the Daredevil. We've been doing the Daredevil Fall from Grace storyline. And so I was like, hey, I saw these. I'm like, man, let me go ahead and pick these up because, I have an obsession with comics. Daredevil number 39. Daredevil number 39. Captain America. So Tales of Suspense, Iron Man and Captain America number 78. Yeah, it is classic Daredevil. I don't know a lot about classic Daredevil. I actually started reading Daredevil when Zdarsky took over, honestly. And I've really, really enjoyed it. So I decided to do this. I got the Fall from Grace storyline, and I'm like, yeah, I'll go ahead and do a review on this and see what I think. And I've really enjoyed that. Art has some close-up faces. I'm not a fan, but see, I like Jay's face further away than Eve's face closer. So I guess it's just me. But Tales of Suspense, Iron Man, and Captain America number 67. Look at that.
Just like his face better, I guess.
Invincible Iron Man number 23.
Ooh.
The man who killed Tony Stark.
Is Tony Stark.
Alcohol.
Yeah, well, he did have a problem with that. That's for sure. They definitely didn't show that in the movies. They
Well,
left
yeah,
that part.
the first couple.
No, they do not make comics like this anymore, Ash. Invincible Iron Man number 78. Yeah, not like this anymore. Wish they did. But I mean, honestly, they got some good stuff out there that I enjoy. But this old stuff was just, I remember as a kid reading these things and like, man, this was great. I loved it. What got me hooked on comics. And one of the articles we talked about was Vendetti actually doing the giant size X-Men that's going into Walmart. And I'm like, put it on newsprint, sell it for $3 or $4, put it at eye level like it was for me when I was a kid, and get these kids to read these comics. And they'll see Superman, they'll see Batman, they'll see the Avengers, Captain America, Black Panther, and they'll want it. And they'll buy it, and their mom will buy it to keep them quiet, and then it'll get them hooked on comics. And then they'll be like me in their 40s, still buying comics.
This is our 5-step plan to ruling the world.
We're starting with comics at eye level, just eye level newsprint, cheaper. All right, so Iron Man number 118. Yikes, Tony Stark looks like he is in a bad spot. And those bell bottoms don't look too good either.
They could be used as parachutes.
Yeah, 1978. So I think it's 41 years old. And that belt. Yeah.
That's
The
funny.
Invincible Iron Man number 144. It's like the new Iron Man against the old
original.
And a
First
special
sequel.
bonus. Never before revealed Shellhead's first adventure in Vietnam. I actually haven't read these yet. I don't know if anybody has, but I didn't realize they actually did stuff like that, where they actually showed the Iron Man in Vietnam. If anybody else remembers that, that looks interesting to me. Iron Man 148. The Invincible Iron Man number 148. Hey, all right, so Detective Comics number 453. And we see the assassination of Batman. Look at that. That's crazy. I was hearing somebody, you know what DC stands for?
Detective Comics.
Detective Comics. So this is called Detective Comics. That's what somebody mentioned the other night. I'm like, that's funny. All right, so Detective Comics number 467. Batman just killed Batman. We just
I knew it.
at 453 he gets assassinated, and then 467 he gets killed by himself again.
Batman has a contingency for Batman.
Yes, he does.
Does Batman have a contingency for Batman? Yeah, Ash, I actually watch your stuff like all the time too. I really enjoy it. I like your little Stan Lee thing. I wish I had one. Detective Comics 489.
Yeah, the only one who can beat Batman is Batman himself.
Well,
And
a whole lot of other people.
yeah, Batman's rich.
And then we got
That's what he beats everyone.
Detective Comics number 490.
It's rich.
Is that looks like Black Widow with Batman? What is that look like Black Widow to you?
Well, like that's just a woman wearing black and having red hair.
Oh no, whoa, it's Talia. Look at that. Ra's al Ghul and Talia. So you see that? I don't know. It's probably not print very good. Ra's al Ghul and Talia versus the Sensei.
Natalia.
So that must be Raz,
It's the same thing.
Talia, and that must be the Sensei. So, all right. Batman Comics number 491. Detective Comics, not Batman Comics. 491.
Batman Detective Comics.
Detective Comics number 492.
Not what I wanted to do.
The Thrilling End of Batgirl. Yeah.
Dun dun dun.
We had to have it twice in this video. Mighty Thor 355. Mighty Thor 355.
That's depressing.
That's something I want to pick up is old school Thor
Yeah.
because it goes to more of that mythology kind of stuff. So
How about Hercules?
Hercules.
Don't get me in trouble. Now, what is the new Thor movie coming out? Love and Thunder.
I think so.
Probably 2021.
So Force not win, but the
Oh.
name Love and Thunder. All right. So
Yeah.
471, the Mighty Thor.
Blood and Thunder.
The tagline is Blood and Thunder.
I wonder if it's gonna be. Well,
I got to read it now to figure out. Let me see. This one here, number 355, Ash. Let me check. All right, forgive me while I read this.
find where they put the title sequence.
Yep, Walt Simonson and Sal Buscema. Good call there, Ash. Yeah, Walt Simonson. I honestly, I like that cover. You know, Thor looks like he's overmatched, but he looks like he's giving as good as he's getting. It's just like that. That looks like a good read to me. Yeah, good call. That is Walt Simonson. Then we saw Thor 471, Blood and Thunder, and now I'm going to start calling it Love and Thunder by accident. I do like the trade dress here. It looks like the hammer, right, Jake? How do you pronounce it?
Mjolnir.
Yeah, it looks like that's cool. I like that. All right, Mighty Thor 472.
Mighty Thor.
All right, Mighty Thor 472. All right. So we got Luminor, Loga, Lizana. I haven't actually heard of any of these people, so that's going to be interesting. All right, 473, Thor versus the High Evolutionary. I was just reading where he actually battled Galactus. Did you know that? There's a point in the Fantastic Four, the High Evolutionary battled Galactus.
Who won?
I don't know. I haven't finished the next comic yet.
I'd be willing to bet Galactus.
I'm not even sure I have it, to tell you the truth. I got to go look. But, this I think is a
world eater.
is a good anti-hero. This was a good anti-hero to me. He was not really a villain per se. I always thought he would be a good guy to focus on. All right, 474, Thor versus some monsters.
Is that Hulk?
No, that's
No, but
just an orc.
it looks like an orc.
I was like, wait, did the Hulk grow hair?
Yeah, he's got a top knot.
Barbarian.
The Mighty Thor, number 479. Yeah, that's where Thor was changing back and forth, right? I think Ash says he's the Thor guy. I think he was changing back and forth. I forgot the guy's name he was actually turning into, if you remember. Mighty Thor 384. 384. All right, Thor, God of Thunder with Jason Aaron, number 7.
Newer one.
Yeah, these are a little bit newer. They look cool. I think actually I got these by buying a box of stuff, and it was like $60 for the whole box. I grabbed it, and I got a bunch of stuff in there as well that I don't normally collect. Aaron, Thor, God of Thunder, number 9 with Aaron again. And see, some of these covers, I like the stylistic, like it's a painting. It looked really cool. Did he really? Oh, you're not? Okay. You're a Walt Simonson fan. I got you. Okay. I like his stuff too. And Louise Simonson, everything I've read, I've really enjoyed. I don't know, but I mean, I know Aaron took Thor off into a weird direction. I haven't read a lot of it, so I don't know. Just stuff I've heard. So we'll read it, see what happens. Yeah. I think his art is fantastic. Assad Rebit. Yeah, his art. That it almost looks like a painting.
Oh yeah.
It looks fantastic. All right. Then we've got Heroes Return, the Mighty Thor number 1.
The Mighty Four.
Mighty Four with Jurgens and John Romata. This was after the whole that Liefeld and all the stuff came in, and they did a 13 issue run, revamped everybody, and then they revamped it again. Started back at number 1, the Heroes Return, the Mighty Thor number 1. I think that's where this comes in. I think the same thing with the Avengers. I've got most of that run too. Yeah, same with me. Bianca fights the zombies. I didn't. I mean, Thor movies really were. I knew about Thor. I had Thor when the New Warriors came in because I saw it when I flipped it through. I'm like, these guys look cool. So I bought the Thor because the New Warriors were in it, and that was like the only 2 Thor comics I had forever. But yeah, as the movie came out, I'm like, oh, he's on the Justice League, so that's where I got my Thor and the Justice League or the Avengers. Thanks, Jam. I'm glad you're here to correct me on stuff.
Thor went to DC.
Thor across universes.
I did collect the Justice League versus the Avengers crossover. Yeah. That was really pretty good, and Thor was then therefore in Justice League. But that's where I got most of my Thor was in Avengers or from the movies at first, and he was in the Avengers all the time. And so I never collected the comic per se, but now I got some that came in a box. I'm like, hey, I read everything I buy because I think it's worth reading if you're going to buy it, and you form your own opinions on what you like and what you don't like. And so I'm going to read through all these at some point. I've got a stack of them now. I'm about 600 back. I'm slowly. I am. I got about 600 sitting over here that I haven't read through.
One day.
And I am working my way through it, and I will get to the end of it. So, the Mighty Thor, number 6. Yeah. We got Jurgens and Ramada Jr. and Hercules. Man, Hercules just knocked the snot out of him. Look at that. That's cool.
I mean, the movies were good until Dark World.
Yeah.
Well, the movies were good after Dark World.
All right. So, Thor, Corks, number 4.
I'm like, well, that was a mistake.
I knew there was Beta Ray Bill, and I knew there was a Frog Thor.
Yeah, Frog.
There's a lot of
then there's the female Thor, and then there's if I don't spoil if you read Old Man Logan, there's apparently something new there too in the Thor realm. But yeah, I didn't know there was a Thor corpse. So Ultimate Spider-Man number 20, Bendis.
Back to the Ultimates.
Back to the Ultimate realm. Always liked the start of that Ultimate stuff. All right, really, Frog Thor and Beta Ray Bill are from the Simonson run. I didn't realize that. Now the Frog one was now on Asgard, the Asgardians. I think Colin Bunn just finished, or I don't know if it's still running, honestly, but I think the Frog Thor was on that, and then I think Thor's half kid was on it as well, or something along that lines. So there was 2 Thors on that team, the Asgardians team. But
of the galaxy,
I thought I like Beta Ray Bill, and they brought him back too. He's now in the Guardians of the Galaxy run. I think he was always a pretty cool character for me. When I saw him, he looked pretty cool. All right, so New Warriors, number 1.
New Warriors.
The new Warriors.
No.
I remember the New Warriors. I don't recognize everybody in there. We got Nova, but he looks like a kid. And then we've got Vance Astrovic, at least that's looks like, and Speedball, and then Norita. I don't know who the rest of those people are.
Looks like a spider of sorts.
So the Asgardians is finished, right? So Colin Bond, that series was canceled, or was it?
Yeah, that's definitely a spider.
I only got a couple of them. I got like 4 of them, but I saw them in there.
Well, the Iron Spider has the Iron Spider suit.
All right, so here is an Amazing Spider-Man number 165. It's in rough shape, the back. You can see it on the side there. But, hey, Spider-Man is fighting an animated dinosaur skeleton.
Reanimated.
That to me just says cool. And then there's is that a dinosaur lady? I don't even know what that is. I have not seen that dinosaur lady thing before. I don't know who that is. All right, so then we have Brightest Day, number 13. I guess it's Hawkman again, an Hawkgirl. Brightest Day, number 12, with Tomasi now, and Goff Johns and Tomasi. And I wonder if this ties into the one we had earlier with Brightest Day, where we had Firestorm as a Black Lantern.
Oof.
And now we have, Firestorms here. I wonder if they kind of tie together. So I actually bought these at 2 separate times, so I have no idea. It'd be interesting. All right. And then
Last but not least,
Superman, the 10-cent adventure. I don't know what this is. It was in the box. I haven't read it yet.
it was just he grabbed it.
Yeah, actually, it was like, I think I bought about 125 today, and I had about 50 or 60 from earlier this week. Yeah.
When
My
you get
wife says I have an addiction.
that's an understatement.
But I do support the habit of 4 people buying comics. So I got to have enough to read. But I do read everything we get.
Eventually.
Eventually I get to it because we like comics. And I like reading comics. And I think we've said it a lot, is we rescue them from the bin of obscurity, right? Comics it's a good medium. It's a good thing to have. It's fun. And you share that fun with everybody else. That's kind of why we started the channel, is to bring back the old comic shop feel, that old, look what I got. This was cool. This story was cool. That kind of stuff. Well, guys, that's all I got to show tonight. Some of this I've actually got to spend a weekend now sorting all this that I've read back into the 26 boxes I got over here.
Just scanning and scanning.
Scanning with the CLZ, right? Beep, 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 beep. And then put them in the box, and then actually get the arcs all, story series all lined up. That's also fun for me too, because I'm a little weird. I like putting things in order. But guys, it is a great hobby. It's a great hobby to get into. I've said it before. I've actually, taught my kids how to read off comic books, because there's pictures, and they start with the pictures, and they read it, and then they learn to read, and they ask me, "What does this mean?" And then they're just reading on their own, and they're reading because they like it.
Pictures.
And then we get into school where now they have to read books for book reports or whatnot, and they're like, "Oh, this is easy because I already learned how to do all this, and I enjoy it now." So I think it's a good thing. It's a good hobby, and it's a good hobby to get kids back involved into. It is a better addiction to heroin. I can't
It's
say
more addicting.
I can't say it's cheaper. But well, yeah. Well, if you find the 50-cent bins, the dollar bins, it's usually you usually can get away with some good stuff. But man, buying those comics off the shelf, man, $4.99, $3.99, whew.
That racks up.
Oh yeah, and my daughter is also involved, but she's a little young to get on a live stream. But she loves comics as well. I end up getting a lot of Birds of Prey and Wonder Woman, and all these the girl. She likes, I want the girl superheroes. Not that she bought a Superman the other day, not a Supergirl, Superman. I'm like, really? Yeah, okay. An Amazing Spider-Man. She's starting to branch out. So guys, we're gonna end the stream now. I got nothing else to share. Other than, go rescue comics and share them with the world. Yeah, it is a heroin addiction, but it's better than heroin and better for you. It has positive effects on your brain and your learning abilities, and it's something that you can actually pass on after you use it. I can hand the comic to my kid and say, "Hey, your turn to read, and pass it along, and everybody gets to enjoy it." So I really enjoyed the time tonight. I really enjoyed sharing the comics, and we'll probably be doing it again next month on another Sunday night. I'll probably have another stack, yay high, because that usually is what happens. But guys, I appreciate you joining us. We're going to call it a night. Thanks.
Thank you. Bye. Nixon.